Alright, I'm about to give you a quick way to do a soft glam eyeshadow look. First up, you want to do a primer. You can either do a primer or you could do a concealer that's 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm going to take this P. Louise base in rumor number 1 with a fluffy brush to apply it. Because I don't want it to be concentrated. I don't want it to be concentrated. I just want it to be on there so my eyeshadows can stick. So just put a little bit on the back of your hand. Concealer, this could be concealer or eyeshadow base, whatever you got. Take my fluffy brush, dab it in there, put it on. I like to put it on with a fluffy brush because like I said, I don't want to pack it on. I just want it to coat my eyelid so that my eyeshadows can stick. They don't have to be neat, precise. You just want it on your eyelid only though. They don't have to be perfect. Next, get you any type of sponge that you have and press it in because we wanted to make sure it's flat and also not creasing. When I was a beginner, I wish somebody would have told me to get one eyeshadow palette and with all your favorite colors in it and use that. So this is the Juvia's Place, the coffee shop palette. That's what we're using today. I'm a lover of browns and golds, so this is the perfect eyeshadow palette for me. Find what color looks good on your skin tone. For me, it's gold. I'm not a silver girl. So if you're either gold or silver, you kind of lean toward shades that have those reflex in them. So I'm going to take this brown shade as a transition uh, color. And I'm using a Wet n Wild $1 blending brush. This is my favorite blending brush to use. I take and put a little bit on the brush. Do that on the mirror, and you also want to get a small mirror too because you don't want to be that close, but you want to have something where you can really see. So I take it and I start on the outside. Some people start on the inside. I start on the outside, and I'm just doing windshield wiper motions in a circle, and I'm getting my transition area, which is the space between where my eyelid looks, where I look up, the fold in my eyelid, and my eyebrow. So that's your crease. I'm just going circular motions with that. And you don't need a lot of this because this is just so that it doesn't look like you just got eyeshadow on your lid and it's not blending seamlessly. So I'm just going windshield wiper motions back and forth, circle, circle, circle. And I'm being real messy with it. I'm not being like, you don't have to be perfect. Because this is going to blend. That's why I picked the brown shade because it blends with my skin tone. I feel like your transition, unless you're doing like a very colorful look, your transition shade should be something that's kind of close to your skin tone. Same with the other eye. And this brush you can get from Dollar General, the Dollar Store, Walmart, Amazon. These are my favorite. I got a million of these same brushes. Wet n Wild blending brushes. And make sure you're holding your brush toward the end, not here, because here you're going to apply too much pressure. And if you hold it further away, you're not applying as much pressure. Like I say, this is supposed to be a soft look, so we don't want it to be seaming it on our eyes. So just use a soft hand with it, right? So that's our transition shade. Make sure it's blended. You don't want to see no rough edges or anything. Next, and since I like gold, we are going to take a sponge, a triangle sponge. Most people use a brush. Me, I like a sponge because I'm quick and it's quick and I'm lazy, right? So I'm going to take this gold shade right here, put it on, fold up my sponge. I got to wipe it off because I got some product on there. Fold up my sponge like this. What shade I said I was going to use? I forgot just like that. Put it in there. It's folded up. Take it, pop it on the lid. Stay on your lid. Don't go where you put the transition shade at. For me, this is easy to map out the shape of your eye. And this takes some time for you to learn. It took me years to learn the shape of my eyes. I don't know, and then to this day, I still don't know what kind of shape I got. But yeah, see how quick that was? I didn't have to use a brush to try to figure it out or none of that. Same thing, other eye. Brown and golds are my favorite shades, period. And for makeup, love them down. And this is going to give you a soft glam look for any occasion. Okay, we got two shadows, right? Take that same transition color, tap it off, and get your outer V. This the part right here. Because like I said, we want to make sure everything is blending. We're only using two shadow look that's going to give you soft glam that you ain't got to think about. You see that? Tap it off. We just trying to make sure the shadows are blended together. Then this is your outer V, your transition, your lid. Now we're looking. I had to look down because my crease folds. I have deep set eyes. So I had to look down to make sure I'm blending. I could feel my crease. I'm feeling for my crease, y'all. And make sure it's blended. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do some liner, lashes, and I'll be back and you see the completed look. You only need two brushes, one sponge, two brushes, one sponge, eyeshadow base, and eyeshadow. 5 items to get you an eye look. That's all you need. All right. I'll be right back. And this, my girl, is how you do a quick, easy, soft glam eyeshadow look using very little products. Something very beginner friendly. Drop down and let me know when you try it. Peace out. Bye, y'all.